Just 8 days to go for pollings in Karnataka, and well, the battle is well and truly on. As we speak, the Prime Minister is holding a roadshow, so is Priyanka Gandhi in Karnataka. The Congress, which is looking to come back to power, laid down its manifesto a day after the BJP. If the BJP's manifesto was headlined by the promise of UCC and NRC, the Congress too had something controversial to offer today. A ban on the Bajrang Dal, much on the lines of the PFI. The Congress says that both organizations, which means the PFI and the Bajrang Dal, are hate mongers and need to be stopped. The BJP says this is in response to its promise to tackle the PFI through a state force, which is an anti-terror force. Also in the Congress manifesto today, a vow to bring back the 4% Muslim quota scrapped by the BJP government and increase the total reservation in Karnataka to 75%. Both the Congress and the BJP have also promised a flurry of freebies. The Congress has promised 200 units of free electricity and 3,000 rupees to unemployed graduates for 2 years. It has also promised 2,000 rupees to housewives per month, 10 kgs of rice and free public transport for women. The BJP, on the other hand, has promised 5 kgs of rice and 3 cylinders for all BPL families every year. There's also Nandini milk for the poor every day and 10 lakh housing sites for the homeless.
एक साल पहले हमने कर्नाटक की जनता से बातचीत करनी शुरू की। हमने सर्वे किए और हमने आपसे, कर्नाटक के युवाओं से, माताओं से, बहनों से पूछा कांग्रेस पार्टी को क्या करना चाहिए, और आपने हमें 5 चीजें बताई। 5 कामों को हम पहले दिन पहली कैबिनेट मीटिंग में पास करने जा रहे हैं। बीजेपी ने आपको 1100 रुपए का सिलेंडर दिया, 90 रुपए का डीजल, 100 रुपए का पेट्रोल। हम आपको गृह लक्ष्मी स्कीम देने जा रहे हैं। गृह लक्ष्मी स्कीम मतलब कर्नाटक की महिलाओं को 2000 रुपए हर महीने।
There is a ceiling imposed by the Supreme Court of India. The ceiling, the reservation shall not be beyond 50%. Now we wanted to amend the constitution and to make it 75% in order to accommodate all categories: OBC, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, Lingaites, Okligas, Muslims. So we have to accommodate all these people. We have to increase. There is no other go except to increase the ceiling.
Now, the BJP, led by Prime Minister Modi, was quick to castigate the Congress over its promise of banning the Bajrang Dal on the lines of the PFI. Speaking at a public meeting in Hosapet, Prime Minister Modi said that the Congress is trying to lock up people who worship Lord Hanuman. Listen in.
जब मैं आज हनुमान जी की पवित्र भूमि को प्रणाम करने के लिए आया हूं, उसी समय कांग्रेस पार्टी ने अपने मैनिफेस्टो में बजरंग बली को थाने में बंद करने का निर्णय किया है और अब जय बजरंग बली बोलने वालों को थाने में बंद करने का संकल्प लिया है।
See, you ban everybody who spread hate, whichever organization, whichever religion they belong. You ban PFI. At the same, you ban Bajrang Dal. You ban Shuram Sene. And which are all the other agencies, whether it is Muslims, Christians, Hindus, you all ban all of them. We welcome it. Don't be selective. When you say about PFI, your credibility would have been done if you banned Bajrang Dal and all other organizations, isn't it?
Okay, after Prime Minister Modi hit out at the Congress, Bajrang Dal flags were spotted in a rally that was held by Home Minister Amit Shah in Bangalore. Those are the pictures there, and you'll probably spot Bajrang Dal flags there as well. There they are. In fact, the issue resonated in Delhi as well, with Bajrang Dal activists holding a protest in Delhi. Now, not just on the Congress promising to ban Bajrang Dal, Prime Minister Modi also mounted a serious charge on the Congress party. Addressing a public meeting in Karnataka's Chitradurga, Mr. Modi accused the Congress of having a history of appeasing terrorists and terrorism. Listen in.
जब दिल्ली में बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर हुआ तो कांग्रेस की सबसे बड़ी नेता की आंखों में आतंकियों के मर जाने की खबर सुनकर आंसू आ गए थे।
Okay, that was Prime Minister Modi speaking in Chitradurga. Now, of course, he's not in Chitradurga. He's holding a massive roadshow right now as we speak. He's in Kalaburgi. My colleague Deepak is there. We'll just go to him in just a bit. But look at the pictures that are coming to us from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's rally. He's smiling. He's wearing a saffron cap, yellow shawl, and just waving and smiling at people. This is a big election for both the Congress and the BJP. We know these are the slog overs, as it were. So you have all the top guns from the BJP and the Congress today in the state of Karnataka. As we see these pictures of Prime Minister Narendra Modi wearing his saffron cap and waving and smiling to people there who have gathered to see him in Kalaburgi. Just take a look at the crowds. These are crowds who are lining up with photographs, with cameras actually in their hands, their phones in their hands, trying to get a snap of the Prime Minister. So that's the Prime Minister's roadshow currently underway in Kalaburgi. Now, we can also take you, I wonder if we have those pictures, we can even take you across actually to Hosapet, which is where Priyanka Gandhi, I believe, is holding a roadshow as well. Let's see if we have those pictures. If we do, then I'll request my producer to put those pictures on our screens as well. There she is, I think holding a mic, just about beginning to get ready to speak. Let's quickly dip into what she's saying. Oh, has the frame frozen? Yes, it did for a while. I think the mic went bust as well. Now, let's quickly try and listen into Priyanka Gandhi. Hello. We have two parallel rallies happening at almost the same time. The sun goes down, although the weather has been pleasant in Bangalore, the sun goes down. And it, I guess, is a more pleasant time for politicians to come out, although we know that the Prime Minister and both Priyanka Gandhi have been out through the day today campaigning in the slog overs in this very crucial election. Who has the edge? We don't know. Not a cephalogist, will not want to hazard a guess, but almost everyone I've spoken to seems to suggest that this is going to be a very, very close contest, which is why you're seeing both parties descend on Karnataka, all guns blazing, with their big artillery deployed. The BJP deploying Amit Shah and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi in Karnataka as well today. Let me go across, as we see these pictures, let me go across to our guests who are joining us this evening. Lakshmi Ashwin Gowda is spokesperson of the Karnataka BJP, joining us. We have Mr. Shivanna, spokesperson of the Congress party with us, and Dr. Narayan Lakshman is an associate editor for The Hindu joining us as well. Lakshmi Gowda, can I ask you, as spokesperson of the BJP, what exact problem does the BJP and the Prime Minister have if the Congress is speaking about a ban on the Bajrang Dal? The Congress is saying that the Bajrang Dal are as much trouble creators in the PFI. You need to stop hatred in this country, and banning the Bajrang Dal will be one of the ways to do it. So we are going to ban it. So why criticize the Congress for what they are doing? All they are saying is we are trying to clamp down on hate.
My namaste to everybody on the debate today. And first, on the first hand, let me clear my name. It is Mrs. Ashwini Shankar from BJP Karnataka. To start, from my point of view, my party's point of view.
First of all, can I apologize to you? First of all, Lakshmi, can I just apologize to you, first of all, for getting your name wrong? Apologies for this. I'm going to tell my guest team to get it corrected, and I'm going to tell my producers to, get the Astons right as well. So apologies, ma'am. Please accept my apologies.
Come on. Not needed. It happens. Yeah. Firstly, if any organization has to be banned, so it has to have some background of violence, Whereas Bajrang Dal, if I tell you the story of how Bajrang Dal was, formed, it emphasizes and it shows that, it's got nothing to do with the violence in the country. In 1984, when in Uttar Pradesh, when Rama Janaki Rath Yatra was not given proteins, the monks over there, they just give a command for the youth there to give protection for the Rath Yatra. So that day, that moment, they form a dal called Bajrang Dal, which is the battalion of the youth, empowered by our Lord Hanuman. So this is how it has started, and Bajrang Dal has been working in the society for the welfare of the society. Bajrang Dal, let me tell you, is the only first organization on the national platform which does the maximum number of blood donation camps. It is the organization involved in the protection of cows. And every week, the youth of the country are, chanting Hanuman Chalis, they do bhajans, they do satsangs, they talk about the Hindu mythology. And they have protected many Hindu girls from, human trafficking as well. And they provide free ambulance services. In Madikeri, Kodagu, they have a free hospital called
but
Ashwini
the fact
Hospital.
is...
Yeah. Where all
but the fact also is that if you look in Haryana, एक minute. Ma'am, if you look in Haryana and Rajasthan, you will find that most cow vigilantes belong to the Bajrang Dal. Many of them are wanted, accused of murder as well.
See,
so while a part of the Bajrang Dal may be doing good to society, there's a large part that is spreading hate in society as well. But let me quickly go across to the Congress spokesperson on this. Shivanna, you've just heard what the BJP spokesperson is saying. The BJP spokesperson is saying, how can you even compare the Bajrang Dal to the PFI? Because that is exactly what the Congress manifesto has said, that organizations like the Bajrang Dal and the PFI need to be banned. Now, PFI is already banned. They're saying we'll ban the Bajrang Dal as well. The BJP spokesperson is saying, why put them on the same platform?
Firstly, we are extremely elated that the Congress party has put forth to the public its manifesto of 2023. And it's titled Sarva Janangada Shanthiya Thota, which translates to Paradise of Peace to All. Now, firstly, I want to counter the Prime Minister as well as the BJP spokesperson, who we can witness in their speeches, unfortunately, pursue the politics of hate, bigotry, false sloganeering, and unbridled corruption. Now, the state government too follows the same script. Now, the BJP is insensitive, absolutely insensitive to everything. They distort history, they distort textbooks, they unleash violence and cruelty, they discriminate against the Dalits, OBCs, and other marginalized sections of the society. And the Congress today, it is our primary responsibility to the people of Karnataka to condemn this corrupt and communal government and to rebuild brand Karnataka. Now, with respect to Bajrang Dal, our BJP spokesperson was claiming that they do a lot of wonderful things. Just because they do a lot of wonderful things, just because they are affiliated to a certain political party, does that mean they're above the law? Does that mean they are, they're saved from the penal sanctions imposed in our country? Let me list out a few cases in the recent past that the Bajrang Dal has indulged in. Now, the cattle trader murder case in 2023, Bajrang Dal prime accused. In
Congress
2022, Karnataka teenage murder, 6 out of 8 accused belong to the Bajrang Dal. And a chronicle of communal riots, especially in coastal Karnataka, which has affiliation of Bajrang Dal activists or members. Now, incidents of moral policing, incidents of cow vigilantism, as you rightly mentioned, incidents of attacks and desecration of places of worship, all these things are happening. And moreover, let me tell you, Shreya, we have just the Congress's stand is clear. We are stating that we want peace in the society. We want communal harmony. We believe in the ideology of Baswanna or Kuempu. We want Sarva Janangada Shanthiya Thota, which means peace, a paradise of peace to all. And this is our stand. Why is the BJP getting
here's the point. Here's the point. Okay, Shivanna. Ashwini-ji, here's the point. Here's the limited point I'm trying to make. You know, it was one thing if they had just mentioned if the Congress manifesto had just mentioned the Bajrang Dal and not the PFI. They are calling PFI hate mongers as well. So it's not like they're anti-India and they are protecting the PFI. You know, if there have been cases against Bajrang Dal leaders and members, and he's just listed out a few. If I take out my research and show you, there's a long list where Bajrang Dal members have been, have been accused in marpitai, in murders, in vigilantism, etc., etc. There is absolutely no reason to be seen to be protecting the Bajrang Dal, at least some of the members who do what they do.
Absolutely.
Ashwini-ji, this question was for you.
Yeah, I'm ready to answer. Here, on the first hand, please do not take PFI and Bajrang Dal on the same platform. These two organizations are totally different and they work in totally different directions. Here, Bajrang Dal Karyakartas, they run the leprosy, they run the free residential school for those children whose parents are leprosy hit, and they take the whole in charge of their studies, their life settling issues, giving them free education, everything. Okay. Why are you comparing it with PFI? PFI is already a banned organization in the country. Whereas Bajrang Dal is working for the welfare of
PFI also says the same thing.
That is what I'm telling you.
The PFI also says the same thing and claims the same thing, Ashwani-ji. They say we are social workers. Most of us are social workers. We fund educational institutes.
Yes, Congress has been doing only and only appeasement politics in the country. When the chance was given for all the 60, 65 years, what were they doing in the country? What have they done for the people of the country? Take the example of Karnataka. What have they done for Karnataka? And they have just now,
let me get in Dr. Narayan Lakshman. Dr. Narayan Lakshman.
They have included this. They will have to face the consequences of this.
Okay, they will have to face the consequences for this. Let's see what the people of Karnataka decide. But Dr. Narayan Lakshman, it's the season of elections. I mean, what's the point of an election if it doesn't get a polarizing twist, as it were? And it has got a polarizing twist. This is not the first one. I want to ask you, we now have both the manifestos, right? We've seen both the manifestos. What do you make of both of them? Is it a healthy mix between issues that will polarize plus freebies? Is that how you're looking at it? What are these manifestos telling you about, what a party is trying to do in these elections?
Well, Shreya, that's a very important question from a social science point of view, because we only through the lens of analyzing the policy categories and the policy types will we know what the leaders' priorities are and what road they plan to take the state down in the coming 5 years. So I think if you look at both manifestos, you certainly see a diversity of elements. You see, I would say broadly, 3 categories of policies. One is relating to economic growth. For example, investing in infrastructure, support to agriculture, even like the Congress talks about support for the gig economy. So these are, modern day economic requirements which will help the cause of growth. And there's a number of promises there. The second is, again, what you alluded to correctly, broadly what you could call freebies. Some of them are freebies, some of them are more what you'd call welfare goods in economic terms. When you're talking about electricity, when you're talking about, unemployment support, when you're talking about support to women-led households. These are things, again, which feature strongly in the Congress manifesto. But the BJP also has a certain number of populist policies. The third broad silo, as again you alluded to, has to do with ideology. And in that case, we can and must take up the debate on whether it's communal and polarizing, or whether it is constitutional and secular. And, that, as you know, is a favorite subject here. Definitely in Karnataka, it has extra significance because, let's not forget, the BJP at the center has been, and the Prime Minister himself and his team have been talking about that the state as a foothold in the south. And if, as projections suggest, they might lose it, if they actually lose the state, it would lead to a different narrative, which would be about the South is not really resonating with Sangh Parivar politics. It would raise some deep-seated questioning within the BJP, and they would maybe have to try new tactics which focus, let's say, even more on growth and do not try to beat the drum of communal politics. Because, like you said again, Shreya, I think in the state of Karnataka, we're witnessing a bit of a backlash. You saw the hijab issue, you saw a number of issues which seem to have hit people quite hard, and it's staying in their memories. And I don't want to obviously prejudge or jump to conclusions before any election results, but the mood does not seem to be so much in favor of communal politics at this point. Much more focus and interest on who can deliver governance, good governance. That is really the key question we're looking at when you come to the manifestos.
Okay, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining us, Lakshman. Good to have you. Shivanna, thank you. And Ashwini, thank you very much. This was a quick chat, so thank you all for joining us. I do think for a minute, thanks guys. For a minute, we can go back to the Prime Minister's, roadshow, which is currently underway. The visuals are absolutely fabulous. So let's quickly go across to that full frame. There's the Prime Minister making his way down the street in Kalaburgi. I mean, look at the number of people who have lined up to see him. I'm sure there are many BJP karyakartas who are here, but fairly certain that there are people, regular folk in Kalaburgi who are out to see the Prime Minister as well. Always exciting when you have a top leader of any political party come as well. On the other side, let's go full frame there because those are great pictures coming in as well. The sun has set where Priyanka Gandhi is. Quickly take a look. Yeah, the sun has set where Priyanka Gandhi is. She's holding a roadshow as well, being showered with petals there as a kafila, as it were, as a convoy, as it were, makes a slow progress towards its designation. Of course, there is a time until which politicians can campaign. That time is still not drawn to an end. So we have right now, as we speak, both Priyanka Gandhi and the Prime Minister in Karnataka campaigning for their respective parties. Who will win? We do not know. It is the voters of Karnataka who will decide. Manifestos of both parties are out. There are some issues in the manifesto that are polarizing, catering to a particular vote bank. Then there are some issues that are talking about development. Then there are some issues that are giving out freebies. But this is going to be a tough election for both parties by the looks of it. You can never second guess the Indian voters, they say. They'll tell you one thing on camera and do exactly the opposite. But May 13th is when we know who wins Karnataka. Will it be the BJP? Will it be the Congress? Both parties giving it their best shot, as it were, in the slog overs. We'll wrap the show with these pictures, rather colorful pictures that are coming into us from Karnataka. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Afrida, my colleague, is up next, joining you with all the day's top stories at the top of 7. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again at 8.